Hello, so I'm Wendy, the Children's Minister at St Andrew's Church in Rugby, and I'm studying with CYM Children's and Youth Ministries. We started Muddy Church at St Andrew's because our family service format that was inside of the church just didn't seem to be working anymore. It didn't seem to be inspiring people and new people to come. So we were working out one day, me and Reverend Nay, who was our priest at the time, we were working out what we could maybe do next, and we realised that one service that we did, Imogen Nay had invited her friend Rachel Summers, who is author of Wild Lent, Wild Advent and now Wild Worship. She'd invited her up to do a session after her book Wild Lent, and it was a session inside of the church but with natural things. And everybody that had ever been to the family service came to that one service. So when we were reflecting, we realised that really caught people, and thinking about the benefits to mental health of like outdoor activities and getting children and families back outdoors, we thought that we'd try a programme of outdoor church, and we just thought we'll plan a few sessions and we'll see how it goes from September. So inside my head I was screaming, no, I can't do this, but I knew that it would benefit the families, but I thought, I'm not an outdoors person, I'm not like Rachel Summers, I don't do forest school stuff, and I just don't know how I'm going to do this. But we planned a few simple things and I didn't know how they were going to work. We just had the ideas, so we didn't have the structure, but where we would go for a few different sessions. And then over the summer, Hannah from May Blossom Farm invited me to a party at her small holding, and I looked around and realised how perfect this would be for Muddy Church. So I asked her if it would be okay if one session we brought the children here. So the first session, Rachel Summers opened it for us in the church garden, and we did welly wanging and she did stuff with sticks, and it was really wonderful. And I learned how to make hot chocolate better, because my first attempt with water was no good. So make it with milk if you're going to make people hot chocolate. So the second session was we decided to run a St Francis theme, because that was the theme of the day, at May Blossom Farm. And at the time I didn't know this name, I just knew it as Hannah's Small Holding. And we told a couple of stories about St Francis and animals, and we met Hannah's sheep. So two of her sheep she'd hand reared, and when she calls her sheep, they come to her by name. And Hannah had called a couple of her sheep out so that the children could meet them. And then we went on just a little walk, 5-minute walk, to see some llamas that are in a field over there. And we just said to people, look out for animals and birds, and what do you see on this walk? And as we walked, we chatted, and chatted deeply, so much more deeply than the conversations we'd had in our family service at church, where we'd maybe done a meal together afterwards for the children and we were having tea and coffee with the parents, but we were busy entertaining, and so there wasn't the opportunity for the conversations that happened on that first walk here. And we realised, wow, we didn't know these people that have been coming, and how quickly you can get to know people